Hey you guys, I'm Betty from BettyCakes.com. This is a book haul. Yep, about to show you some books. Ready? So, better open another window. Get your Goodreads ready. Ready? Okay, so I have a lot of books to show you. I'm just going to kind of blow through them. I'm not really going to give you synopses. I'm sorry, guys. There is quite a few. I have some purchases, some gifts, and then, of course, books that I got for review. And I'm ready to show you. What do you want to start with first? Purchases? We can do that. If you've watched any of my other book hauls, you know I love Salvation Army. Anytime you can pick up a book for like 50 cents, I say it's a win. So every now and then I go and see what kind of new books they've thrown out on the shelves, and sometimes I find some and sometimes I don't. So this past week I picked up Dune by Frank Herbert. This is very famous. I've always said I was going to read it, never have. Loved the movie, so this was a good find for me. This is going to make Book Rat Misty happy. I have always said I will not read this junk, and here we go. I picked up Jane Eyre. I picked up Dispatch by Bentley Little. This was actually on my wish list. Nothing wrong with it. The spine's not even cracked. Got it for 50 cents, so that was pretty awesome. An X-Files book, Ground Zero. I know a lot of you younger kids probably don't know what X-Files is, but back in my day, this was one hell of a TV show, so I was kind of squilly when I picked that up. In the Forest of the Night. I believe this is middle grade. It is super tiny. It'll probably take me an afternoon to read that. Super, super tiny. Anne Rice's Merrick. Glenn Cooper's The Book of Souls. I actually like this cover. I think it is neat. The Supernaturalist by... Somebody tell me how to say it properly, and I don't remember. I say Eoin Colfer. I am probably wrong. Someone phonetically spell it out down in the comments. And I picked up an ex-library edition of one of the Pendragon books. If you've watched my channel at all, you know I read the first book. Loved this series. I've been kind of gradually picking the books up as I can find them because I refuse to pay full price for books. I don't know what is wrong with me. But I really want this series, and now I think I have 3 or 4 out of the series. I don't know. I don't have them all, so I'm not going to read the rest of it until I have them all, but... This series is great. I would say it's great for younger guys or younger girls that like action adventure. Yeah, it's great. If you haven't checked it out, you should totally check it out. The next books I'm going to show you, for those of you that don't know, I had surgery recently, and when you are out of surgery and taking massive adults of pain pills, you you really go between depression and drooly boredom, I guess is the best way to describe it. So my friend Casey Hilton sent me kind of a get well package, and I may have squealed so loud I peed in my pants a little. I'm not confessing. This is not true confessions.
You did.
So, Casey sent me The Ocean at the End of the Lane by Neil Gaiman. Hello, Gaiman. Hello, new book. Hello. Oh my gosh. And as if that wasn't enough, Unnatural Creatures, also Neil Gaiman, also new. Hello. I don't know what to say. Okay, so the rest of the books I'm going to show you are books that I were sent for review. I am so thankful to all of these publishers because without them, I would not be able to do what I do for you here on YouTube and on my blog. So, first I'm going to show you a couple of audiobooks, and then I will get into the books. Simon & Schuster Audio sent me Ghost Hawk by Susan Cooper. I believe this is upper middle grade. They sent Bones of the Lost by Kathy Wrights. This is the 16th book in the series. The Temperance Brennan series is the series that the TV show Bones is based on. Now, I only own like the first 2 or 3 books in this series, but because each book is like based on an individual case, you don't have to have the entire series. You can read them in whatever order you want. So I am totally going to throw this thing in and listen to it. It is long, though. It is 11.5 hours long, so I don't know like how long it's going to take me to get through it. Audiobooks are still a new thing for me, and I'm still trying to suss out how I work them into my life and on a good flow. I know some people get through 9, 10 audiobooks a month. I don't know how they do that because 11 hours sounds like so much. But I don't know. We're going to do it. We're going to see what happens, right? So I can't wait to start this one. Simon & Schuster Audio also sent The Blood of the Lamb by Sam Cabot. This made me really squeal because I just put this book on my wish list. As much as I want the book on my shelf, I am happy to take the audio. So a scary book and someone reading it to you in the middle of the night. I don't know. This is going to be interesting. Clarion sent me The Ghost in the Glass House by Carrie Wallace. This is middle grade. HMH sent The Outside by Laura Bickle. I cannot wait to read this. This is book 2, I think, in the Hallowed One series. I do not have the first book. However, someone is going to loan it to me so I can read it, so I can read this. I've wanted the series since I first saw it, like maybe last year, year before last. It's an Amish community, and there's evil led into the community. I don't know how that goes down because I've not read the series. I just think it sounds amazing, and I squealed out loud when I opened this. I was like, what? And then I remembered that I didn't have the first book, and I was so sad. But I found somebody to loan it to me. So this is being read soon. HMH also sent Dead is Just a Dream. Strange Chemistry sent Skulk by Rosie Best. That's kind of a tongue twister for me. I have no idea why I say it, Skulk. Anyway, they sent Skulk by Rosie Best. I believe I have an author interview scheduled with this author. I can't wait to sit down and have a little chatty, see what she has to say, so keep an eye out for that. Viking sent Man-Made Boy. I cannot wait to read this. This book made me squeal out loud too. This is about Frankenstein's son, I think. I think it sounds amazing. It was on my wish list because I am all about the original Frankenstein. I just think anything involved with all of that is awesome. So I can't wait to sit down and read this. I'll read this sometime in September. I won a copy of Pushing the Limits from Dana Squared over on Twitter. This was put out by Harlequin Teen. Harcourt sent me a hardback copy of The Song of the Quirk Bees. That's all I have to say. You guys remember YT Book Club? We did The Last Dragon Slayer. Everybody was dogging on it. I'm the only one I think that really liked the book. And then at the end I cried because something happens. Well, apparently what happened at the end of the book was fake. It was a false lead because the Quirk Beast, this, and
oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
And then Scholastic, I love Scholastic so much. They sent me a copy of The Dream Thieves, which is the second book in the Raven Boys series. If you remember, either earlier this year or last year, I read Raven Boys. I read it in 2 sittings. I thought the book was absolutely fantastic. So I can't wait to sit down and pick this one up. This is the second book. I don't know if this picks up where the last one left off or if it follows a different main character. I don't care. I like the whole world that this lady has invented for this. I can't wait to read it. HMH sent a copy of The Secrets of Shakespeare's Grave by Darren R. Hicks. This has been on my wish list for over a year. It is upper middle grade, lower YA. I want to say this is the first book in the series, and the second one is fixing to come out, I think, is what's fixing to happen. HMH also sent The Wicked and the Just. From what I understand, this is a historical fiction, kind of light romance YA novel. Not really sure. I haven't heard a whole lot about this book. When I got it the other day, I'd actually never heard of it whenever I opened my package, but I looked it up on Goodreads, and it has a lot of chatter going on about it. So apparently you guys know about this book. I can't wait to see what it's all about. And then there is a new publishing company out there called Word Hoard. I put in my upcoming books for August video that there was a Jack the Ripper book coming out. I didn't know at the time that I posted it that it was coming out from a new publisher. Well, the publishing house contacted me. Their name of the company is called Word Hoard. And they offered me a review copy of their first book, which is The Tales of Jack the Ripper. It is edited by Ross Lockhart. It is short stories. All of them have something to do with Jack the Ripper. If you guys follow the YT Book Club, you know that I love stuff about Jack the Ripper. We read that one book last year. I can't even, the name of the star, I think was the name of it, by Marie Johnson, which was loosely involved Jack the Ripper. It was the whole reason that we picked it. But this is actually Jack the Ripper short stories, and I can't wait to read it. Make sure you follow this publisher on Twitter and like them on Facebook. Smaller publishing houses really need the help from us, the readers, to kind of get their names out there. So make sure you like them on Facebook and give them a shout out on Twitter, and wish them good luck on their new venture, because I just think it's fantastic to start a business like that and help promote books and all that. So go give them a shout. You know what I'm trying to say. Touchstone sent me The Century Child Gets Organized. When they offered me this book, I felt like it was a blessing. I know a lot of you don't know, but I have several nieces and nephews that all have ADD. I have several friends that have adult ADD. I just thought this book right now at this time in my...
Ooh, shiny.
Stop. I just thought that this book right now at this time in my life could not have been better timing. I can't wait to sit down and flip through it. As soon as I get it read, I'm actually going to pass it on to somebody in my family, because it will help them where they are in their life with their children, if that makes sense. So I am so grateful to Touchstone for sending me this. Thank you so much. Harcourt sent me The Shade of the Moon by Susan Beth Pfeiffer. I want to say this is the second or third book in a series. Unfortunately, I don't have the rest of the series. I'm going to have to double check. I loved the cover. I don't know if you could see it, but there's a moon and then, like, I don't know if that's London or Washington or what, but I don't know. I love the cover. Touchstone also sent me Speak of the Devil by Alison Loetta. This is adult, I want to say like murder mystery. I love this kind of book when I'm looking to take a break from the high fantasy and the horror. I like the true crime kind of feel. You know what I'm trying to say. I'm looking forward to reading this. It is a grown-up book. HMH sent me The Suburban Strange by Nathan Kotecki. I absolutely love this cover. I cannot wait to read it. It has been on my wish list for like 2 years, so thank you, HMH. They also sent The Mysterious Woods of Whistle Root. Say that 3 times fast. The Mysterious Woods of Whistle Root by Christopher Pennell. This is a middle grade novel. I was sent Rogue by Gina D'Amico. This is the 3rd book in this series. I think the series is actually called Croak. I know that's the name of the first book. I don't have any of the other books, and I haven't read them, so it'll be a while before I can get to this one. But I love it. It's a mirror full cover. I think all of the covers are very interesting. So I'm going to try to pick up the rest of the series and see if I can't get to this sometime soon. HMH sent Heaven is Paved with Oreos. I was sent a copy of Stillwell by Michael Philip Cash. I believe this is an indie published book. It is a ghost story. It's actually what I'm reading right now. I'm about halfway through it. It's been a quick read so far. It is a very like slow-paced, gradual build, kind of about how The Woman in Black was written. You know how it just kind of gradually lets you get to know the characters, and it gradually rolls into the ghost story aspect of it. Nothing major has happened yet. I'm about halfway. But it's actually pretty good so far. It's kept my attention. So I say put it on your wish list. And lastly, from Fierce Ink Press, I was sent Membrane by Carol Mora. And I actually have a interview with her. I'm filming today. And the interview will go up tomorrow. It's supposed to go up the 16th. So by the time you see this, the interview should already be on my channel. If it is, I'll put a linky somewhere right in here. But this is Membrane. It is high fantasy. It has to do with invasions and alternate universes and all of that kind of stuff. And holy crumb cakes. That's it. We're done. What do you think about all that? That was a lot of books. So if you sat through this whole video, thank you. So yeah, that's it for me this week. How about you? What did you get this week? Make sure you leave me a comment down below and let me know any good stuff you picked up lately so I can either get it or stick it on my wish list. Thanks for watching, you guys. See ya. Say
The mysterious wood, huh?
Stop.